or maybe you've never plucked your brows and now they're just getting a little bit gray or salt and pepper. This is something that will really enhance easily the entire look of your face, your expression. Don't skip your brow step because it's like having a picture without a frame on the top. So what you're getting here is Supersize, which means you are getting a trio in the shade you choose. You're getting all 3 of them for 2 payments of $17.96. This is something we only have available in the month of February, so it disappears at the end of the month in this Supersize. You can also, though, lock it in on auto delivery if you want to keep getting it in 6 months for 2 years. We will send you another set of 3 and you'll lock in today's easy pay. So the price on this, if sold separately, is $72. Each one of these is $24 all by itself. But our price today for 3 of them is less than $36. So that's like getting 1.5 for free. I love that.
Love a good Supersize. And you know, I love what you were saying too, Carolyn. Like, this is that one step that you cannot skip.
Don't skip it.
Your brows are everything.
But I understand why you may have been skipping it, because in the past, the only thing available for eyebrows was a little hard pencil that looked like you drew something on your face. Right. It looked silly. It didn't look natural, and everybody's like, oh, she drew on, and one is different size than the other, a different color than the other. It looked silly. This looks so natural, and it stays on.
That's right. We designed it to adhere to skin, to look like real hair, to cover gray, and it's waterproof, so it's not going to come off until you take it off. But what about doing your brows makes them so important? Well, your brows are your only frame of symmetry on your face, and symmetry is what equates to beauty in the human eye. It doesn't matter what face shape that you were blessed to be born with. That frame of symmetry is going to instantly make you look your most beautiful. So please don't skip your brows. And this is the quickest and easiest brow product, I swear, we've ever created. And it's so much more. It's automatic, so you don't have to sharpen it.
Right.
It does 5 things in one, and it's your cream waterproof brow pencil. It's amazing.
Okay, so here's how easy it is to do.
Yes, so we're going to take a look at Jennifer. Now, Jennifer has a portion of her brow that's not done yet, and she's going to show you how easy it is to use, because we're talking about, like, you know, if you're using a brow product right now that's not the right color, or maybe it's just okay, or it's really hard to use, you're really missing out on the most beautiful feature of your face. So she's going to take her Supersize Brow Power Perfector and use it with making just fine feathery strokes.
See, every time you twist it up, it's sharpened, and it's not to a point, but it is a tapered end, so it's easy to apply.
And do you see how she's just making fine feathery strokes? It adheres to skin. It looks like real hair. That gel formula is going to tame any wiry brow hairs in place, but because there's a soft fill-in powder, it's going to give you a very soft, natural-looking finish. And that's what you want. You want your brows to look natural. And to use that the brush on the other end to just comb right through. And you're going to see her before and after, because her before and after is very powerful. So whether you have sparse brows, or you over-tweeze like Carolyn and I, and they just didn't grow back, or the shape is lost. You know, a lot of us, we lose our brows for different reasons. But when you see Jennifer in the before and after, you'll see she barely has any brows at all. She truly is missing that frame of symmetry, but look at how easy it is to get it back with your Brow Power Perfector.
And see where the end of her brow, this is important, and Desiree, maybe you can show everybody that, or I don't want, So see how this part of her brow comes right down to the edge of her nose. So what my problem is my brows, I don't want to poke you in the eye, honey, start way back here. On one side only. They look bizarre. So one starts like over further than the other. So with this product, I can bring it more towards the center, so now they look even.
And it doesn't look like
it doesn't look like I drew them on.
Exactly.
So we all have different issues with brows. They're overplucked, they're too thin in spots, they're missing in spots, maybe they're the wrong color now. So speaking of that, can I show shades?
Yeah, I want to show it to you here.
Because this is really important that you know what shades to choose from.
Okay, so Jennifer just applied that dark brown, but you want to go with the blonde if you are platinum all the way through dark blonde hair. The universal taupe is the most popular.
Mine.
That's the shade Carolyn wears. That's for you if you are really dark blonde all the way through the middle of brunette. Dark brown, that's what Jennifer just applied. So if you have dark brown hair all the way through black hair, that's for you. If you are an auburn, a true redhead, caramel highlights, strawberry blonde, this is the most beautiful auburn I've ever seen. It looks natural. And for all of our silver foxes, if you have black, salt and pepper, gray, silver hair, this is for you. And these are clinically proven all-day waterproof. So I'm going to take your Brow Power Perfector and put it right into this bowl of water. And we're rubbing. Now imagine you're sweating, you know, or you're caught in a rainstorm. This is not going to come off.
Right.
Maybe you're having a personal summer. There's no transfer. This is just your brows that are going to last. That's why they're supersized, because it works. It looks like real hair, and it doesn't come off until you take it off.
And I used to be very like delicate, like, oh, I don't want to put a lot of brow product on, just color it in little dots here and there. And then, you know who actually, before I met Jamie, who taught me about brows, was Mally.
Yes.
And she said, you know, how she is, girl, you got to put some brows on. So she showed me how to do, you have to have the right brow product, and she showed me how to put it on. And now it's like, I do not skip this step ever. It's so easy just to pop on some lip gloss, mascara, and put your brows on.
That's right.
And, you know, a little bit of bye-bye under eye concealer here and there, and I'm out the door. And it looks like you're not wearing makeup, but your skin and everything looks really, really perfect.
Because it's that one thing that pulls you together. So if you do nothing else, just doing your brows is going to instantly make you look put together, even if you're just running out the door. It's
All right.
that important.
So again, this is going to replace brow powder, brow pencil, brow gel, and conditioning treatment and brush, all in one. So it replaces all those 5 products you may have had to buy in the past.
Yep, so it starts its life as your clinically shown 12-hour waterproof eyebrow pencil, automatic, no sharpening. There's also a built-in brow gel, so whatever shade you choose, it's going to tame any wiry hairs that you have, keep them in place. That fill-in powder is really important because that's what makes your brows look natural. You never want them to look fake or drawn on. And of course, there's built-in brow conditioner, treating those brow hairs that you do have, and that brush on the end that we are famous for allows you to just comb through them effortlessly for a soft, polished finish.
There are certain steps you need to take that are so easy, even if you don't wear a lot of makeup per se, if you're like me. And this is such an easy step that makes such a difference to the overall look of your face and the symmetry, as you said, Des.
Yeah, so important. And you're watching Luann right now. She's applying the blonde shade, but you know, well, all right, so she has some grays that grow in, maybe a different color than her. Well, I dye my hair too, but that's the thing. The gel that's in this formula is going to coat each and every hair, no matter what color it is, the color you choose, okay?
That looks great.
Right.
It's the perfect color to go with her hair, too.
Perfect. So this is the blonde, and that goes if you are platinum all the way through a dark blonde, but it looks natural. How hard is it? If you're a blonde, how hard is it to find a blonde that looks natural, that's not too dark? And you can see in the before, Luann's brows do look sparse. The shape is lost a bit. She started to lose her tail. In the after, her brows look full. They look groomed. It frames her face, gives her a polished look, but they never look drawn on. They never look fake. That's the difference, and it's waterproof, which is huge.
So let's move on down. Thank you, Luann. You look great. This is the last month at the featured price, and this is also a limited availability size, which is going away at the end of February. So right now you're getting a super size of 3 for an amazing price of 2 payments of $17.96. All right, my dear. Let's see.
And now Joanne is wearing that gorgeous gray shade. And as you can see, you know, Joanne looks beautiful, absolutely stunning. And her brows, they just look so polished and clean. It really gives you that defined look. But in the before, you know, Joanne has a lot of beautiful brow hair, but you can't see it. It's almost as if it's clear. This is that one step that instantly makes you look your most beautiful, makes you look younger. You know, Joanne looks 10 years younger just from 20 years younger.
I'm sorry, 20 years younger.
Just from doing your brows. But that's the power.
That gray color looks great. My mother's hair is this color too. And if you thought the only thing that's out there is dark brown or black, and that does look drawn on when you have salt and pepper or white hair. I love this gray color, which is why it's often very limited, because it looks perfect. You don't want white brows. Even if that's what your brows are, you need to add a little bit of color, because see how now they show up. And she adds that symmetry, perfect symmetry to her face.
Yes, it's really the quickest way to look and feel your most beautiful. And it looks natural, which is the most important part. You know, you don't want to ever look like you've done your brows. The point is to just frame your face, to draw the attention to your eyes, and to look your best. And this is the easiest way to do it.
So we had to bring our redhead out.
Yes.
So again, if you have red hair, whether it's natural or not, we have the color for you here too.
Yes, so when you see Ellen, she has beautiful auburn auburn hair. And most times, if you're an auburn, most brow products either look purple. But
Right.
look at how natural this looks. And Ellen even has really sparse brows. She has a scar through one of her brows. Scar tissue is extremely difficult to cover. You would never know. Her brows just look full and polished. Draws the attention to your eyes. That soft fill-in powder that's already built in for you gives you a really soft, beautiful finish. And she's in the auburn, and that's all you do. You choose your shade, and they're just, it's such an easy product to use and the quickest way to look and feel your most beautiful.
Right.
We can even, do you want to do the shades real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so blonde is if you are platinum all the way through medium blonde. The universal taupe is the most popular. So
That's mine.
Okay, so you want to go with the universal taupe if you're dark blonde all the way through the middle of brunette. Dark brown is if you have dark brunette hair all the way through black hair. You just saw Ellen in the auburn, and there's that beautiful gray.
Excellent. So let's bring all the girls out. Come on, girls. The show's over already. How'd that happen? Stay in the ordering process for these. Again, the deal ends at the end of the month. Limited availability on this triple super size. You can also lock that in on auto delivery every 6 months for 2 years, 2 payments of $17.96. So thank you to our IT ladies. Everybody looks fantastic. I love you, girls. Hello to Jamie, who's home watching, I'm sure, with her puppies.